Hi, I'm Brian Arnold. I work with Stored Value Solutions, a gift card company, and I am responsible for taking us into 49 different countries around the world. I needed something that was not just a web portal that I could access from wherever I was in the world, but I needed something also that was independent of any particular translator, and that's what we found in the Kinetic Globalizer. We found that when you depend just on one translator, that you may not have competitive pricing. It would be very nice to be able to use a couple of translators, or 3 or 4. And then what we found is that certain translators were skilled in one set of languages but less skilled in another. For example, European skilled translators are usually not that good in Asian languages and vice versa. So it would have been great early on to have some kind of tool where we could take one document and first of all get competitive bids, but then have the ability to say, you know what, we're going to give this one to this vendor because they're strong in French, and we're going to give this to that vendor because they're strong in Chinese. And this is what the Globalizer allows us to do now. It allows us to get competitive bids, and it allows us to choose between vendors. This is good for so many things and in so many ways, but for me personally, it's just been a great organizing tool. It's a centralizer. It reduces hops and skips and jumps between people where you have to send emails here and there, and it might fall, and everything seems to be very smooth in this workflow that the Kinetic portal, which they call the Globalizer. Everything's in my email somewhere. And it used to be that somebody would say, you translated that into French, didn't you? And I would say yes. And they said, well, can you send it? You sent it earlier, but can you send it again? And then I'd have to go back through all of my emails trying to find that one document. It would take me forever. And basically it was almost a lost cause. This is really nice because once you submit a job to the Globalizer and it gets finished, the final product is there on the website, on the portal, and so is the original document. Just today, somebody called me and said, would you forward to me the translation that was done a year ago? And it was quite easy. I just went onto the portal, I found the job ID, I clicked on it, I opened it, I saw that it was the right job, the right project, and I downloaded the final and I sent it off. The reason I like this Globalizer is it's because it's a great organizer for me. And that's really the reason I started talking to Kinetic, was for the management side of things. I really wasn't as interested at the beginning in the cost savings. I knew there would be savings, but it wasn't primarily my biggest interest. I need to have a good selling story to my upper management. For them, they're not concerned about my ease of life. They want to know how much money I'm saving, and when I'm able to say this is saving us 60 cents on every dollar, it's a no-brainer. So it's a great story for them, and it's very, very helpful for me. I wish I would have known about the Globalizer about 3 years earlier than I knew about it, because it would have saved me a lot of hassle.